Hello everyone, Jet here. Welcome back to my Stellaris campaign as the Great Spork Empire. Sorry about the pop-up. The button I used to start my stream also pops that up. I need to sort that out. Anyway guys, so we're just, at the moment, we're just slowly expanding upwards and we are preparing for our first war. Anyway, their fleet power is inferior to me. That said, I don't have a huge amount of fleet power yet. They will make good vassals for me because they are also spiritualists and they're xenophiles, so they do like other species. But the other thing to remember, guys, is it's also quite hard to attack here because, you know, that station on its own is quite powerful. So even if I was to push forwards these two systems, you know, it's going to be tricky for me potentially to do so and hold it. I mean, I do have my stations as well, which are potentially... Which one's better? So this one's quite powerful, whereas this one isn't anywhere near as powerful. So if I was to push, I'd want to push from here up into here, certainly at least, to try and at least take here. Or would I want to take the planet? If I take the planet, I have to put a sector or another sector out. So actually, that said, it's not really worth pushing unless I'm capturing a planet. But for the moment, we've got plenty of time. Oh, why do we not have a leader? We do have a leader. Yeah, I'm going to keep pushing up here because I want to get myself nice and secure first. I want to get at least to here, and then we're going to push up and get a nice choke point along here, then potentially push it up to here as well.
Construction complete.
Get ourselves some nice choke points and a nice big sector of space there. At the moment, everybody's got plenty of space. There's not been as many wars, so these guys are going to become a threat soon. Now they're getting pinned in because they don't. These guys are fanatical purifiers. They don't actually need a reason to go to war with people, guys. So they can just go to war with whoever they want. Okay, so obviously we've just got a new tech. I'm going to take the cold fusion reactor. This is a more energy. This is a ship part, guys. So it will give more energy to my ships, which will get auto upgraded. I am using the auto upgrade now because it seems to actually be much more effective than it used to be, and that will automatically upgrade my ships so I can upgrade them as needs be. Anyway, why are both of those? Oh, I need to sort that. Right, so you need to be set as swarm. This is my artillery, so you can get set as an artillery, and you guys can be set as a line. These guys affect their role, so little close-in ones, these guys have picket or swarm. It basically dictates what they do. So for swarm, they charge in and get close fire missiles. Picket, they're still getting close, but they try and take out enemy missiles. Line, sit back and engage from medium range, and artillery, sit back and engage from long range, which is why these guys have got the long range guns. These guys are a lot closer range guns, and these guys are the closest range ones I've got. Now, I could put some different guns on these guys, but I think that's a nice sort of setup we've got there. Again, I don't really do the meta on shipbuilding, guys. There are other people out there who are probably much better at that than me. Okay, we're going to get Starbase here, which is going to get us this choke point here. Then we're going to move up and push along there. You guys are going to come up here and deal with those Sapphire Lurkers as well. And once we've secured there, we're going to fill in behind, then potentially look at pushing up to this set of choke points here, or even these two here.
System survey complete.
The other thing is, actually, I might not push too far, because it also isn't necessarily always good, so I might just stop there. Because we've got plenty of income at the moment.
System survey complete.
Because pushing too far, actually, guys, can cause you other issues.
Scientific breakthrough
Why is he
achieved.
not happy? Oh, population controls.
Construction
Ooh, what am I doing? Sorry, because if you've got too many you're too big, it slows down your science production, guys, which I don't necessarily want to do. 'Cause each system I'm taking slows down my science production by 2%, and every planet I get slows it by 5%. So that is something to be aware of. What do I want? I'm going to take the defense platform extra health, because that helps to make my defenses that little bit more solid. So we go into here, guys. So we go over here and it tells you what your effects are. So 34 systems and 4 planets. Now, your first planet and your first system don't count. So it's 2% per system and 5% per planet. So actually, I'm already quite... My research is being slowed down quite a bit due to how big I am. So I do want to be careful with that.
A new conflict has erupted.
Okay, you want to push forwards one to there, then we're going to push along here and fill in the gap, and then we're going to just hold here for time being. We may push forwards, but I'm in no rush to do that.
Construction complete.
I do need more energy, but these
System
guys aren't
survey
particularly
complete.
good at getting it. Can I be nasty and get rid of
Anomaly
my
found.
hang on, let's have a look. Ooh. I could set them to undesirables and then we would systematically remove them from my systems. I can't purge them. I'd like to be able to selectively purge them from things. I could just drive the goblins out of my systems. I'm going to be honest, they're a pain at the moment. That lower energy, lower everything else, and considering they're filling up everything else, I could just purge them out of my systems. Replace them with our new goblins. I'm sorry, goblins. You are... So, we are going to get a little bit of unrest while we do this, guys. By a little bit, I mean an awful lot of unrest while we purge our goblins. So we're going to build some fortresses manned by the goblins themselves, which is quite funny because that will still work. To lower the things. We're also going to throw out martial law on these planets. Oh, I might not have enough. Might not have been as good an idea for me to do this right now as I thought, but... And this will free up room for orcs, who aren't such weaklings. Well, they're not weaklings, but aren't going to be so difficult to... aren't going to be as bad for me. Now I'm going to have to rebuild these buildings afterwards, but that's not the end of the world. These fortresses... So, just to explain what I'm doing, I'm building strongholds, guys, because they give us a... provide defensive armies, so if these guys rise up, they'll help quell them. They also provide a negative to the unrest, so they're going to help quell down the unrest on all of these planets once they're built. We are now, however, running quite a major deficit with all our bits and pieces.
We are losing credits at an...
Oh, I've accidentally turned back on the let's turn him off. Gameplay, tutorial, none. I don't need the tutorial. Okay, Veer, he's called Veer, and I've just told him to go away.
Construction complete.
Let's get some other stations out. Ooh. So we found... Sell it. We need the income at the moment. Ooh. The threat of forceful infestation has done little to dissuade the primitive elements. The disruptive elements on Darok. The locals seem to have lost faith in our method of control. Okay, we've almost built the first stronghold, which is being built by the very people who are not liking it, but we're not going to comment on that too
System
much.
survey complete.
So there we go, and that's lowered it substantially.
System
Do we have a
survey
stronghold built here?
complete.
But we're getting there anyway with the strongholds. And that's lowered it, and we're going to slowly burn off our gobbos.
System survey complete.
I might need to leave a few, because they're not all being got rid of instantly, guys.
System survey complete.
So we might well leave
System
a few
survey
gobbos
complete.
about, but we'll have to see how that goes. Gee, my music's a little bit loud, isn't it, guys? Let's just turn that down a little. Okay, you guys are going up there. I'm happy with that.
Construction complete.
And we're already actually getting into positive energy again, guys. Oh, we have somebody else's refugee here. They are welcome on Darok. He's militant. They are more than welcome. Though why isn't he happy? Oh, because he's got population controls enabled. Why does he have population controls
System
enabled?
survey complete.
You don't need population controls enabled. You're not a goblin. Right, set default right. Migration, no migration controls. No population controls. And people can colonise. And we're going to keep them on a decent living standard. Okay. So, no migration controls, no pop controls, and colonisation is allowed. Make sure you guys are the same. These are basically, guys, so this list, this is basically, sorry, let's just explain what I do. This is the default rights for any citizen of my empire, anybody who comes in and is deemed to be a full citizen. Now, unless you change it, some things only your main species are, but a lot of them, anybody who comes in is unless you set them to not be a full citizen. You can give them various things, so if you've got like certain, which all do different things, so if you've got a caste system, you can do that. You can have slaves, you can make them so they're just residents. Nope. And they don't necessarily get as much. Certain species prefer that. Now, what I'd done is I'd pop population controls on my guys so they didn't grow, but I'd accidentally set it as my default rights as well. Let's just check the sports. Yeah, they'd have none. So basically, all of my species can now grow. Whereas these gobbos, they're going to be left as they are. However, we probably are going to put them back. I will probably stop. I can't. We'll probably just hang on. Ah, that's what it is. So that's, if I change it, I could also set residence up and I'd have to set everything. So I could set my default right as residence, then anybody who came in would just be a resident. Now what we might do is once we've burnt off a few more gobbos, I don't want to get rid of them completely, but we might make them residents. Though I might just get rid of them completely, because they're not actually useful for me at the moment.
Anomaly found.
Okay, we're going to batter them. Let's get a science ship over here.
Construction complete.
Research projects, then survey. Okay, we've got another unity point here. Ooh. Growth speed first.
Complete. System survey complete.
Now the hit we are taking here is we are losing quite a big chunk of population here, guys, by doing this. Where are my species? So we're down to 11 gobos at the moment. This is not so good. Other species owner happiness, so we're going to be upsetting the other people. Right, you can start working your way across for now. And these gobos will actually be being displaced into other people's empires. Oh, wow. So these guys are expanding now, so I need to push. I need to get myself in a position to push. In fact, this is the perfect time for me to take some territory back. To push and grab some territory as well, guys.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
Nice, bit of chunk of extra naval capacity. Let's take the habitability. Let's get my fleet back home. And let's build them up. And as soon as we can, we're going to go into war here. 'Cause these guys... This war won't stop. They're just going to push into them completely and batter them. And it's good that my civilization can displace people, because I'm not going to want to keep these people as I push into their territory. But we're going to want a proper, big, solid wall against these guys, because they are evil nasties who will burn it, who will, yeah, they're not nice, basically. They are, literally, they will jump to any planet they take. They won't just displace, they will kill everybody.
System survey.
Do we have a level 5? No. We need a level 5 for this one. Let's start throwing out some armies. How many gobos do we have left? We have 4 gobos. I'm just going to get rid of them completely, because they're not worth it. That doesn't actually really help. Oh, they do get extra 10% happiness, so I can just leave population control on. No, I'm not even going to bother. I don't want them. My orcs can have the one benefit they get. They produce extra food, but we're going to force the goblins out completely. Isn't particularly nice of me, but you know, needs must. This building, what I'm replacing here, this is a mineral processing plant. Gives me a 10% buff to minerals produced on the planet. Now, I'm not actually producing many minerals on this planet, so that might have been a mistake, but yeah, that probably was a mistake, but never mind. I'm gonna get an energy grid here. I know we technically should produce science there, but if I get this one, it's going to increase the energy production, which we also need quite a bit of. You can go on food for the time being to bring that back in line.
System survey complete. Scientific breakthrough achieved.
Where was I putting him? There. What next with this one? Oh, point defense. This is point defense. It's what it says on the tin. It's a point defense cannon. Its job is to shoot down incoming missiles.
Construction complete.
Okay, we'll grab here. Then we've sectioned off our nice little chunk of a galaxy to start with, and we're gonna dig in. We're gonna entrench here. I can push up here, probably quite easily, but I don't necessarily want to just yet. Because we're quite big, and I'm going to be having wars down here.
Found.
Right, we're nearly back. We're still building up. What's our fleet power? 3.4k. So we're going to do a push into these guys as well. Do we have any claims? Shame. Yeah, they've got quite a big border there. I'd like to get there,
Scientific
and there.
breakthrough achieved.
Because that'd give me a nice, solid...
Anomaly found.
Let's get the next level of railgun. Straight simple, guys. It's the next level up. It does more damage.
System survey complete.
We're going to start filling in this gap now.
Our ships have been made superior.
Of course our ships have been made superior. Alright. It's time for our first short, brutal war. When did I have a war with these guys? Is that bad? I've apparently had a war with these guys and I can't remember it. It was obviously a brutal war.
System survey complete.
Oh, did I take a single planet or something, guys? Oh yes, it was. I took these places and didn't get them and I got really confused as to why. And I'm still confused as to why, actually. Because it's not worked like that in any of my other campaigns.
Construction complete.
So a couple of years and we'll go back to war with these guys. Let's get some more claims on before we do that.
Construction complete.
Oh, you need a leader. Yeah. Make it an extra
System
damaging
survey
army.
complete.
I want a few more people because landing on planets is actually quite difficult now. Let's get some birds in our army as well. Well, actually no, there's no point in that. Space Orcs by far make the better ground troops. Unsurprisingly, they are Space Orcs, guys.
Scientific
Unpause.
breakthrough achieved. Anomaly found.
Research that. What's my fleet command? 37 of 50. I'll put it up a bit. Yeah, oh, growth speed. Growth speed. I'm going to go for growth speed at the moment. Get my planets full again. I can always build a second fleet. Oh, pirates. We need to send my fleet to deal with these guys. Or they're just going to ravage my systems. This is the danger of leaving spots behind, guys. Because they can, you know, pirates are always going to spawn one outside your empire. So the more, and I think it's a percentage chance continuously from what I've been told. So the more entrances you've got into your empire, the more likely you are to get pirates.
We are tracking an enemy fleet.
Oh, I need to get this invasion underway. Though I can always go to war with these guys, though I'm not sure I want to. We need to start building up on our border, actually. That's 2.4. This guy needs to be built up.
Stations. Scientific breakthrough achieved.
Auxiliary fire control buff for my troops. Right, let's pause. I need to do a little bit of tweaking of my ships now. So, you, DD, are going to become what a DD should be. You are going to become a point defense ship. So you are going to sit back there, you're going to have a chunk of point defense. So these guys are going to be my point defense line. It does still stand for damage destroy. They're actually going to sit in line rather than picket. So they're going to sit back a bit. Oh, I really shouldn't do that. No, these guys have got... He's got close range weapons, so he is now going into picket duty. I'm going to keep my missile corvettes. Well, not you. You're not going into picket duty. So he's now a picket ship. So his job is to get in close. What we'll probably do is I'm probably going to keep a few missile ships in all my fleets. Though they're probably going to be less of them now, simply because they get in close, then they unleash missiles, which means they're doing it at close range, which means they're less likely to get hit. Getting in close is probably... Yeah, you're probably going to want that afterburner 2 on them now, not you. Yeah, for now they can all get them. No, he's going to get something else. Yeah, now I've put them into picket, it's saying it's good. Because it gives them more evasion when they're close in, so that's actually quite good. It's going to take a little bit of the oomph out, but...
The Cravens have destroyed one of our mining stations. The enemy is targeting one of our stations.
I know, the pirates are doing things to
one
us.
Of our research stations. Incoming
Why have you stopped? You can get there and batter them. You can go for the station first.
Special project complete.
Who are they? Where are they? Yes, because they're going to get a border with me here, and they're quite big. So we're going to grab a non-aggression pact with these guys to start with.
Construction complete.
I can't make any claims against them. They've just lost space. They're probably still at war. Oh wow, they're about to disappear in their entirety, guys.
Construction complete. System survey complete.
That's actually really bad. Because I'm going to be on a border with these guys, and there are going to be wars here. I need to build these up as much as I can, because these guys are a lot stronger than me, unfortunately. However, having 2 solid choke points will be very, very beneficial for us there. Still not happy about it, though.
System survey complete.
Okay, I'm skipping most of those sciencey things, guys. My fleet is on its way to deal with those pirates. You can just go back to doing what you do best. Yeah, we need a level 5 still.
System survey complete. A new conflict has erupted.
Would have been nice if I could cut these guys off, but they expanded just that bit too quickly, actually. And I wasn't paying attention. I think that's what I originally planned to do, wasn't it? But I didn't quite expand quick enough.
Scientific breakthrough.
How friendly
achieved.
are these guys? I'm gonna get myself a outpost here. Not just now, though. Ion thrusters. This is an sublight engine for my ship, so it makes my ships move faster in systems, so they'll be able to get between systems faster. Because actually, a big chunk of the time in moving around is as you traverse the systems, guys. Right, we're going to use an edict here. Oh, I can't quite afford it. These are basically buffs. They cost various things, like, for example, influence. I could map the stars, which increases survey speed, which I'm not that fussed by. Healthcare, which is growth. Ooh, we're gonna... Oh, no. No. Oh, damn. I've already done it. Never mind.
The enemy is targeting one of our stations. Beginning attack run on enemy station.
Let's, demolish those 2. Okay, we've taken out the pirates. Let's build an energy thing. I'm going to turn this into an energy planet, guys.
The Cravens have destroyed
Right, I know. I'm sending them after them now. Let's go finish off this fleet.
The Cravens have destroyed one of our mining stations.
Damn pirates. Build a starbase there. That's a nice solid system for us.
System survey complete.
And you need to get back down. You need to repair and rearm.
Scientific breakthrough.
And we are going to have to push forwards.
Anomaly found.
Ooh, actually, I'm going to be cheeky here.
At last, to war.
Because I'm not at war with the other guys, so I can land my troops. Which means I control the planet, not them. It's a little cheeky of me, and they might just go to war with me to stop me, but you know.
Construction complete. System survey complete.
Let's smash into here, because they don't have much here. The crew's health comes first. Ooh, improved working environment. Let's have a look at that edict. Oh, that's really nice, actually. I'll go for that when I can afford to. And Hallow Planet. We search for an on-guide designated a holy world, as long as it remains unspoiled by mortals within our borders. Oh, that's good. It gives us extra unity. Okay. We're going to yoink this.
Initiating ground assault. Victory shall
and
be
that
ours.
is now a Spork planet, guys.
System survey complete.
Alright, you guys are zerging back. We're going to charge straight into here, as I said. They don't have much here. We should be able to batter that system down really easily. Right, you guys can start filling in this gap. And the other thing I want to do is I want to get these starports out. I know I want to up my lawns lower, but if I've got these up, it means that I can stop any pirate attacks coming in.
Construction complete.
Oh wow.
Anomaly found.
This is the thing, these guys are literally just taking the territory. Right. Couple of things on here, guys. So, from what I've learnt from doing wars, these two figures are each faction's war score. Now, various things affect your war score. Taking losses, you know, obviously having systems taken from you, being taken, you know, basically it's your war exhaustion, not war score. So as you fight, as you lose troops, even as just time goes on, your war exhaustion is going to get more. If it gets to 100%, the other side can force you to take a status quo treaty. Now this is being changed. Now you can also be forced to surrender if they get their war goals, which cost a certain amount of points, basically. Basically, they've got to get a certain amount of war score overall. I don't quite know how that works, but at the moment, war exhaustion is the best way to win a war. Because basically, you push their war exhaustion to 100, and you can keep pushing until yours hits 100. So you basically push your line until you're in the best position. Now, obviously, if somebody's invading you, and your war score hits 100, you want to try and push them and force them into a situation where they're going to throw a status quo at you so they don't take too much territory.
System survey complete.
You don't necessarily always want to do that, but that's my sort of first opinions of it. Come on, guys, get your butts back. And there you go, you see it's gone up again. Now, we didn't actually gain any... They didn't gain any war exhaustion for here being taken, simply because it was already completely taken, so... Ooh, they have some cool looking robots, which we'll have to dismantle because we're Spiritualist. Spiritualists don't like robots, guys.
Anomaly found.
Here first, and then here. It's just so we've got a station on each of our choke points, guys. Right, how are they doing? They are trying to build up there. We've met somebody else. Where are they? Not closer. We've got quite big empires. We are a very big empire, to be fair.
Achieved.
Okay, we've just got cloning. Well, this is the next capital building for my planets, guys. Basically, it's just an upgraded version of the other one, but it's always good. It also means your certain buildings are also limited by the upgrade level you currently have.
Construction
Various
complete.
people forming non-aggression pacts around the galaxy. Okay, we're about to drop in here and batter this system out into non-existence. Let's slow this down a little so we can see how my ships are going. So the artillery ships are sitting back while the picket ships are getting right involved. Now the picket ships would be trying to pick anything up if these guys didn't already have everything, you know, can't talk. And they're going to be pushed to 100% war exhaustion in a second. Now, why did I only get there? Why did I not get here? I am confused as to why I did not get this planet again. Because I'd taken the system, and when you take a status quo, everywhere else I've done it, I've got the systems I controlled. However, we got here, which is good. They're already being dismantled. I need to create a sector. How big is this planet? 16. You are... So it's actually my smallest planet, so we're going to pop these guys into a sector. To start with, we're going to do a little bit of repair. We need to build a couple of strongholds here, because they've just been taken over. There is going to be a lot of resistance. We're also going to enact a martial law, which will lower it down quite substantially. So that should be enough, actually. It also means if we're attacked, we're in a better situation. Right, we're going to set you up as a sector. Darok's second son. No, actually, I can have more. Oh, that's good. We're going to keep here. And here. So actually, that's perfect. We can actually have more now. They're still at war. They're going to get wiped out now. You guys can go repair before I forget. And we are going to end this here, guys. So, our little lightning war there. We took this planet before the Fanatic guys down here destroyed them. And now, guys, we are going to have to defend the galaxy from these eradicators. Basically, we're going to build the biggest bastion we can on these borders. Because we're not necessarily in a good state here. You know, these guys are powerful. I mean, you can see. They are superior, superior, superior. So I need to have the best defensive line I can here. So these two stations are going to be made hugely powerful. And we're probably going to split a fleet into each system. And what we can do is you can go to war with these guys. You don't have to have a thing. These are a threat. So we're just going to try and contain them. And what we'll do is we'll do war after war. And each war we'll try and push to another choke point. So, for example, our first choke point would be here, where we've kind of got 3 systems, or 1, 2, 3. You know, maybe here, and we'll try and take them a chunk at a time. But we need to be in a very strong position before we can start doing that, guys. I need to really get my fleet power up and things. So, anyway, that's the thing for next time, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I do hope you enjoyed watching me play The Great Spork Empire.